is about. I'm a black man trying not to get caught. I'm just trying to solve the puzzle like a jigsaw. You know it's a big world, so easy to get lost. I'm just trying to solve the puzzle like a jigsaw.
Christmas time is near.
Jesus.
Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. What a plane they lose. Gee, I want my hula hoop. We can't hardly stand the wait.
Help, Lord.
Please, Christmas, don't be late. Merry Christmas, Jigsaw. My name is Joshua Rogers, and I got the Jesus joy
Clearly.
on the inside.
It's like being drinking Jesus juice. You
Nope,
all right?
Waterloo. I am on my expensive white woman's water. How are you?
I am Brian Hare.
And how are you, brother? Welcome to the episode, another episode of Jigsaw Podcast.
Yeah.
A Jigsaw, we celebrate Jesus all the time. But particularly, we are Jigsaw, a podcast where we talk about how we figure this thing out. We're going to talk about other things, but particularly we're going to talk about the perils, the praises, the productivity, and pump and circumstance of being black millennials just trying to figure this thing called life out. How are you, my friend?
It's always a great day to be black. Always a great day to be black. And guess what else is a great day to do, Josh?
What is it?
To subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We are on the YOUTUBE.
Yeah, we're on the YT, as you know, which
The
is
YT, not the white people.
Right. So those that are out there that are listening right now, stop everything that you're doing and go on to YouTube. And we're currently at a little under 100. We want to get over to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. It's a goal.
Your Christmas gift to us.
Listen, that's it. We ain't asking for much. I don't want a lot for Christmas. That's all I know. All I won't be able to do is just subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Thing I need, I don't care about the presents.
Oh Lord.
Underneath the Christmas tree, I just want you for my own.
YouTube
More than
subscribers.
you could ever know. Make our YouTube dreams come true. Baby, all I want is a subscription from
you. That was good. That was good. That was good. I want a subscription from you. So go out there and hit that like button on the subscription, and also do the notifications. So when we drop an episode, we drop a teaser, drop a spoiler, drop something of the things, a short, then you'll be made aware that we are there. But yes, tell a friend, tell a neighbor. When you go home for the holiday break and you're sitting around that Christmas tree, say, hey niggas, have y'all subscribed to the YouTube channel of the greatest podcast in the world, the Jigsaw Podcast? We're talking about the peril, the praise, the pump circumstances, and figuring things out of black millennials. It's been 3 years. I still don't know exactly what you say, but we do the things. We do the things. All right, Josh, how are you doing?
I'm great.
I can tell.
It's my last working day of the year.
Oh, praise
I
the
don't go
Lord.
back to work to January 8th.
I don't have a job.
You don't have a job?
I don't have a job.
Did you get fired? Did you lose your job before Christmas?
I didn't.
Are you Craig?
I resigned.
Did you resign like the politicians resign?
No, I didn't. There was no mess behind it. There was no
There was
mess
no
behind
forced
it.
resignation?
No, I resigned. I gave my 2-week notice,
Mm.
and then they want to be messy and be like, "Well, no, it's okay. We don't need." No. I need my 2 weeks.
Oh, they made you give it up immediately?
They tried to. I'm gonna email HR. I said, no. I need my 2 weeks.
Mm.
I need my 2 weeks.
This sounded like a great conversation.
Yeah.
Let's pause this. I like this. This is mess. So,
Yeah.
remember how we literally just
Mm-hmm.
remixed All I Want for Christmas?
We did.
I was going down the halls of TikTok because we never know when it's there. The government
We
will take it
don't.
away from us.
Is this the end?
You know, it's the government trying to treat TikTok like Jesus' return.
Listen.
We might wake up one day
And
out
gone.
here. Did I ever
Gone.
tell you about the time when I was a freshman at Morehouse and I thought that I missed the rapture?
What happened?
So I woke up and the sky had like this little red haze. The dorms were crazy quiet. Our electricity was out and our water was off. And my mom won't answer her phone. I said, this is it. This is it. I missed it. I mean, I was like, now I thought I was the only saved one on this hall. How they make it? I didn't make it. Reverend, I thought I had missed them.
And it's funny because anytime something like that happens, when we wake up and people are gone, we rapture. And here's the funny thing: not in hindsight, the Home Alone family, they were not saved because if Kevin would have woke up.
Oh, if I was little Kevin, I thought I'd have been like, I got left. The beast is coming to get me.
Kevin would have woke up if it was us as a 10-year-old and you did all that hell raising the night before. But then again, his family, they was a mess. They should have made it in. But imagine us as kids knowing about the rapture and all that kind of stuff, waking up and your whole family is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, acting a fool,
So
repenting, everything.
You know, I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring myself back in though.
Okay, bring it in.
Just going down the halls of TikTok. And you know what I realized? I miss the days of real remixes. You know, remix today is they just add a verse, a rap verse. I'm missing when it used to be like this. Right? Mm-hmm. You got an original. And then, you know, months later,
yeah,
whole new song.
Yeah, I can give you one of those. I can see one of those.
This is the remix. Radios play this remix.
It's a brand new song, Brian.
It is.
Like, this is a remix.
Yeah, I'm gonna find one for you. Let me see this one. Hold on.
I got them queued up.
Do you have the one with the Sisters with Voices?
Go ahead, go for it.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find that one. Sing, Coco.
Coco sing.
Woo. Okay, that's the original, which was a solid number.
Still.
Solid number.
But
And then
better when they add Wu-Tang.
Listen, whole new song.
Anticipation of us to come. I'm so happy that I'm the lucky one. So long I waited, never too late. Sing Taj. It's alright, baby. That it ain't me long. Where I am weak, baby, you make me strong. I'm down for you, and whatever you want to do, it's alright to you. Brian, I got another one for you.
I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Oh, okay. I got one. I got one for you.
This is the original.
Okay. I've been watching you for very long.
Great song, as is. Then they decided to do this.
Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name.
I will say the intro's a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl.
I really want to know your name.
You are so easy.
Yeah, sing, JoJo. Ooh, here come that harmony and that beat in the drop.
Yep.
So sexy, really turn me on, blow my mind.
Every time I see your face,
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
This is why it's impromptu verses. I don't know how we got here, but you started this, so we're here.
It's Christmas joy. True Hill's my number 2 group. Can't be to play SWV. Jonas Cashmere. Woo! I'm about to sweat under this sweat. Oh,
got this feeling, and I just can't turn it loose.
that somebody's
Been getting next to you.
don't wanna walk around,
Knowing I wasn't your fool.
but being
I just
Okay, hold on. Now that's the original.
cool.
Now the remix.
My friends keep telling me.
So deaf. You wanna dance? I'ma make you dance. You wanna move? I'ma make you move. True Hill, come on.
I've got this feeling I can't turn it loose. But somebody else getting next to you. Don't walk around like I was your fool. Cause being who I am, I can't lose my cool. My friends keep telling me about things going on. But deep in my heart, babe, I hope they're wrong.
Sleeping in my bed.
Listen,
All right, I got one more.
Okay, that's okay. That I mean,
See, first of all, I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this, but I'm gonna be real.
It said what's on my
what's
heart.
on my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, intro. Get to the singing.
I'ma be real and say what's on my heart. Let's take this chance and make this love feel
This song is so bad.
You know I love
Let's
you
make this
from
love
the
feel
start,
relevant. Let's
yeah.
take the chance and make it feel
Right.
relevant.
Well, how is it not relevant? Like, what are we doing?
Well, who wrote this?
I mean,
But we were out
terrible.
here bopping and singing this at weddings, still to this day. And then they said, you know what?
I can't tell them you.
So deaf. Remix. J.E. y'all.
Is Jermaine Dupri the king of remix?
Run DMC.
I think so. I think remix is his thing. Was he? Did he verse versus That was Teddy Riley. Never mind.
I'ma be real and say what's on my heart. Let's take this chance and make this love feel relevant. Did you know I loved you from the start? Yeah.
I'm almost sure they didn't know what relevant meant.
What'd you say?
I'm sure. I don't think they knew what relevant meant. Because that just doesn't make sense. If I loved you from the start, why are we just not making this love feel relevant?
What'd you say?
I'm saying if I loved you from the start, why are we just not making this love feel relevant?
Right.
Like I'm positive whoever wrote that didn't have a good understanding of what the word relevant meant.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
But I thought the twins wrote that. You know.
You got another one? Because I got like 2 more.
The one I thought I had, I don't know if it's that drastic of a difference.
Okay, well let's hear it anyway.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Not you going Mariah Carey, because that's definitely where I was going next.
What an intro. 90s love the intro, don't they? So I feel like it's not as drastic as this one. It's kind of the same intro.
Keeping it real, son. That's right. The shining star. My shining star, girl. Yo, New York.
kind of, but not
It's
very
yeah.
drastic.
Okay, since you and Mariah, I'm gonna end it on this one with my guy.
Okay.
You can let that play though, because I love Mariah.
Oh, when you walk by every night. Baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on.
When you walk by every night, talking sweet and looking fine, I get kinda hectic inside. Baby,
Oh, I think I might have another one though. Hold on. Let me see here.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of my favorite artists of all time.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've gotten too radical with our message. Well, I got news for you.
It
You
wasn't
ain't
terrible.
heard nothing yet. And if you don't know,
But it wasn't what that
now you
remix
know.
did to the world.
You better put them hands together and act like you know up in here. Cheap things.
lately I've been going through something that's really got me down.
Put your hands together. Come on.
I need somebody to help me come and turn my life around.
I feel like having some church up in here.
All right? Then.
Yeah.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've gotten too radical with our message. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory.
Bomb. Epic
You better put them hands together.
disruption of the industry.
Oh my God, change gospel music legit.
Lately I've been going through something that's really got me down.
Put your hands together. Come on.
I need somebody to help me come and turn my life around.
Brown.
I feel like having some church up in here.
And I think about the goodness and the fullness of God.
Make me thankful,
pity, and hate what I'm grateful.
The Lord brought me through this far.
Trying to be cute when I raise them high. I keep it live, beat bumping, keep it jumping, make the Lord feel something.
Ain't no shame in my game, God's property. Ain't no stopping me.
GP,
Now
are you
son.
with me?
Listen, y'all pastors was upset with Kurt Franklin when he threw salt on that thing.
Listen, okay, I got one more.
Okay.
And this one, I'm going back to a group we already done before, but it's
Okay.
a solid remix.
Okay.
Let me skip it a little bit. Okay.
You remember something in 90s music though? Hold on. It was a lot of neck and a lot of shoulders. Yeah. he had a lot of
And then they snap with
that
this
Michael
one.
Jackson sample is just
This is Teddy Riley and Pharrell. Like, for those that don't know, the SWV, that's Pharrell. It is crazy that the remix is way better than the original.
oh, it is.
Like that human nature, like goes, and just because, and this is not a thing, but I'm just gonna play this because just because the king snapped on that beat.
I was just you got the Holy Ghost. I was about to say, who did the better sample? SWV or Chris Brown?
Chris Brown. It's so good. It's elevated.
You make it hard for me to see somebody.
But you know what? I'm gonna give it to SWV.
Huh?
I'm gonna give it to SWV. You wanna know why?
Why?
Because he took the Michael Jackson sample, but he patterned their cadence. Like
True.
Mike was in and out. He did the you make it hard for me.
Yeah.
He patterned their cadence. So I'm gonna give it to SWV because
Okay.
his is more of an SWV sample than it is a Michael Jackson sample.
Yeah.
In terms of like the song structure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for the girl, come on the girls,
And
She Ain't You might not have been. It could have been a great song, but not the way that it was. Because he like just now that I'm thinking about it, Yeah, because Michael Jackson's in out. Now. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the song was different. Why?
What? But it's crazy how that one song snapped 3 good. It just
3 great songs. And I've been in places where the DJ has went from Human Nature to Right Here to She Ain't You, bro. It was like a consistent, like
it goes.
kept going.
It goes so good.
Speaking of samples,
yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say this.
Okay.
Luther may be my favorite Kendrick Lamar song of all time.
It's good.
Him and SZA and the way they intentionally go from Luther's voice to I forget the woman who was on the original song's voice, like the way she leads in before SZA sings, like it's so.
If this world were mine.
That man said, "I would take your enemies before God."
Mm.
A lie. What? What, Kendrick?
Yeah, it's good stuff. He did his thing. He did good work.
That sample, bro.
Mm-hmm.
My kids like it, but I tell them that it's not the best song. The best song. Jada think the best song is Squabble Up.
Mm-hmm.
Josh thinks the best song is TV Off.
Okay.
I said, no, you're both children. It's Luther. I need you to appreciate what that song is. Like,
I'm just glad that the Rogers household is appreciating Kendrick Lamar. That's all.
like, I've liked his hits.
Yeah.
Poetic Justice. We're gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
But I've listened to GNX a few times.
But here's the funny thing is I've watched, like, look at comments and people being like people saying, "Oh, this is whack. This is a whack album." Like he did the thing that she like. No, this is the album. As a Kendrick fan. This the album I wanted him to get.
And this the album everybody was begging for. I want the non-conscious rap, and he still gives us some conscious themes.
Yeah,
but it is a very much I could play this at the brunch, at the lounge,
it's a mainstream album,
at the whatever.
Yeah,
right? It's like an album full of poetic justices.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just you can just bop and go.
Yeah,
right?
just press play and just
and
do the thing. So
one song that he's kind of like rapping off the beat. I ain't gotta have that one. It's not bad, but I'd be like, this is real artsy. And this is Andre 3000 took a shroom, and I'm like, I don't know, Mr. Duckworth, how I feel about this one. You saw that. First of all, why does Lil Wayne find himself being interviewed by these white men? Because he got interviewed by Skip Bayless.
Well, Skip Bayless is apparently one of his really good friends. Which is weird.
Which is not, because Wayne is also. I think we keep forgetting Wayne is a Trump supporter. We can't we can't keep forgetting that. Nevertheless, he was being interviewed by Skip and asked him about the Kendrick Lamar stuff, and he was like, first of all, Wayne said, "I never heard that lyric until right now," which some people was like, "That's unbelievable." I commented on a TikTok creator's post and was like, "You do know that Wayne is on record saying he don't remember his own lyrics." Like somebody quoted his lyric to him, and Wayne was like, "Ooh, that's tight." He was like, "You wrote that?" He was like, "I wrote that."
I wrote that.
It is highly likely that Wayne probably heard the song and has no idea of what was said, because them drugs has killed that man's brain. There's another school of thought that Wayne actually never heard the song and had people like Baby, Drake, Nicki in his ear talking all that stuff. Yeah. And Skip asked him specifically about the line, and he was like, "I know exactly what that means. I don't take it anyway. I talked to him. We good. I told him he better kill it." Nicki and Drake is probably somewhere punching the air. Because what is your argument? You know what I want from Kendrick? What? If Wayne agrees to it, to be petty, I want the line from They Not Like Us when he was saying "got out of jail" and "F with Wayne's girl" or something, whatever that line is. I want that to happen, and then from the bottom of the stage, Wayne appears to some like random song that flows into it. We would have to give us
a milli.
We would have to check on Aubrey Graham.
Like, yeah.
Because the man would be on suicide watch at that point.
Yeah. And
it really don't matter what song Wayne does. If he comes out at all, Aubrey's going to lose it.
Yeah.
Aubrey's going to lose it.
Yeah.
I've never seen such a big, like, I don't think that Drake is going to ever officially leave us, because Spotify numbers and stuff have proved that people still listen to Drake.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a rap artist take such a hard hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like Biggie and Pac. I mean, they died. Yeah. So I think that might have been the hardest hit. But in terms of their rap careers, right, they were not immediately impacted in this way. Jay-Z and Nas. Jay-Z literally got ethered and still became Jay-Z. Right? And we've seen it time and time again with other beasts. But this one right here, man, Aubrey ain't, because he's put out stuff. I don't know Brian, let me ask you this before we go to the song of the week.
Yeah.
I don't want us to get stuck.
Yeah.
What do you think is really going to take for Aubrey Graham to like just come back into the spotlight as Drake?
It's going a really good couple songs. Like give us some good song. Here's the problem.
You think we need like a nicer what type?
Do we need
Like
something?
that woman's anthem that's gonna like take over and
Yeah.
heal.
Like just remind everybody. Oh, this is Drake. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this. I want to hear your answer. I'm gonna venture to even say this.
Okay.
I feel like we might even need a Hotline Bling.
Oof.
It wasn't that great of a song, but bro,
Oof.
you could not get away
You couldn't get away
from Hotline Bling. Like literally.
Yeah.
Like you could not. I remember at Homecoming, I was in that joint like boom, 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 boom.
It's so
and
catchy.
the little dance and everything. Like it was. He needs a Hotline Bling. Like as
Yeah.
corny as it sounds, he needs a Hotline Bling.
Yeah. But the Hotline Bling, other than him taking it from somebody else,
Because
it wasn't.
stole that too.
He definitely stole it, but it wasn't like. Never mind. It wasn't the. It was within line of his type of music, right?
Mm-hmm,
It wasn't the going to Atlanta situation. You know what I'm saying?
It was very Drake.
Yeah, it wasn't the, I'm trying to be this or, still in G Herbo. It was that, which was respectful. Cause I feel like he's going to have to just do the lover boy music. Like don't do and that's the thing that bothers me. I guess Kendrick pulled the veil down and it was like, oh, this nigga's been cosplaying us the whole time. So now you're seeing like videos and I'm looking at it like, oh, he's cosplaying. Like he's trying to act like the tough dude and then getting on the mic being the tough dude, but it's like he's acting.
Never
you know what I'm
been the
saying?
tough dude. Never been the tough dude.
But it's like, oh, he's acting. And then like you see the Degrassi clip and it's like, oh, he's wheelchair Jim. He's playing the character. He playing the character from Degrassi, like on like in hip hop. And it's like, oh snap. But like, it's possible. I don't think it's career's over, of course not. What's up?
Last thing before we go to song of the week. I don't care. This is our last episode of the year. So ride with us.
Enjoy it.
What is I gotta answer in my head, but I want to hear from you.
Okay.
What is a non-Christmas movie that is a Christmas movie in your head?
A non-Christmas movie that's a Christmas movie?
For me, it's Dreamgirls. I watch it every year. One that came out on Christmas. So I associate it with Christmas every year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something about like my whole family loves it. And it's just like, I don't know, it brings us together. It feels like it still has that blockbuster, this is Christmas premiere by every time I watch it. Dreamgirls, it ain't a Christmas movie, but it is a Christmas movie because I'm going to watch it every Christmas season. Every Christmas season.
Is Soul Food a Christmas movie?
I feel like that can count.
I feel like
either Thanksgiving or Christmas, you can like.
I feel like there was a
sit
Christmas
down.
scene in Soul Food. I feel like there was a
They
Christmas
definitely
scene
had a winter scene for sure.
when Terry cussed the people out and said, was that Christmas during that time when she said what called faith?
Well, that was at the yeah. The family. I let the family have the family. My husband. Yes, Faith, my husband. Terry what? Yes, yeah. That was at Miles' mama anniversary party. I don't know if it was Christmas though.
Okay,
but it was at the party.
I felt like there was a Christmas tree at some point in Soul Food.
I feel like they went through a calendar year that movie kind of showed us. So we probably did see a Christmas something. But yeah, I can see that being like, you know what, my family, we gonna watch Soul Food after eating Christmas dinner. I said that was the last thing, but I lied. One more thing.
What a good soundtrack too. So we love music. That was a great soundtrack. The Soul Food soundtrack was great.
Soul Food, Waiting to Exhale,
Babyface.
not coming to America per se. Soul Food, Waiting to Exhale. What's my other movie with Eddie Murphy? Boomerang, bro.
Yeah. Soundtrack used to be about as good or better than the movie.
Boomerang gave us Toni Braxton. She hadn't even had an album out yet.
Yeah, Love Should Have Brought You Home Last Night.
Yes, that's one of my favorite Toni Braxton songs.
Yeah.
Bro, soundtracks now soundtracks are a compilation of like songs that exist. Back then, they made songs for that album.
It's like the songs were made. The songs were inspired by the movie, and I saw some recently where they were like saying like it was a commercial for the soundtrack, and it was like songs inspired by or accompanied by, and the albums sold. So
Whitney Houston's best album to me is Waiting to Exhale. because she's on like 80% of the songs.
And the we got to also think about, I Will Always Love You. That was on the darn. What's the soundtrack of the movie she was in with the Bodyguard?
Bodyguard. I about to say Broadway.
That was a
Bodyguard.
soundtrack song.
That was and a cover and a country music cover at that.
And murdered
it. Dolly Parton said that's her song now.
You can have it.
Yeah, Dolly ain't got nothing on Whitney's. I think I saw behind the scenes an old interview. Whitney was like she was pregnant when she recorded the video, and the scene where she like open her eyes and does the eyes. She was like falling asleep in the chair.
Wow.
And literally she like and started mouthing the lyrics again.
Wow.
Like I've been on that side of TikTok too, learning like some. I be sending you some of like the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And just like it's so dope.
It's
like
good.
The stuff that happened back in the day.
Yeah.
Let's get into song of the week before we get lost. I know what I wanted to say. The last thing I wanted to say before we move. How excited are you from 1 to 10 about Beyonce doing this halftime show on Christmas Day? Because we're not going to be able to talk about it.
I'm excited. Not really excited. I'm
ecstatic.
I haven't watched football in a long time.
I haven't watched it on. I don't watch it intentionally all the time either. But when I tell I'm gonna be on the Netflix.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check it out.
I'm gonna be on the Netflix.
I'm not saying I'm not going to just look at it, but the reason why I don't want. Okay, don't get me Beehive. I'm not there for the artistry. I'm there for like the announcement, the Easter eggs. I don't want to miss the Easter eggs. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she doesn't just do things. Like there's Easter eggs. I think even the Super Bowl commercial she had last year, it was an Easter egg in the darn. It's just.
And then she dropped the 2 singles to Cowboy Carter.
Yeah, so I'm there for the Easter eggs. I don't want to be the person on the outside looking in like, oh my gosh, Beyonce broke the internet again, like and miss it. So I'm more excited about that than the actual music.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So song of the week this week is kind of like a shout out, but a take on a classic. Mm-hmm. And I'm doing this because your mentee, I call a little bro church member. He produced a Christmas EP.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to play that version of a song. So let's get into it.
A churchy this Christmas?
Mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun is it gonna be together? This Christmas, the firesides are blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me.
Churchy.
So that is This Christmas by Gerald Moore, produced by Jalen Aaron. Go out and support. Gerald Moore is actually our praise and worship leader at the church. Great guy, phenomenal vocalist. Jalen's a super, super talented musician, producer, all those kind of things. So go support them. Add that to your Christmas playlist. It's really good. They have another song on there. I think I forget the name off the top of my head, but it was like a 2-song EP. So go support them. That is Gerald Moore This Christmas.
Yes.
All right. Brian, you ready to get into the Blessed Report? Talk some Black excellence?
I am ready.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Blessed Report. Shout out. Just kidding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Blessed Report where we shout out Black folks doing great Black things. Josh and I don't just celebrate and support Black businesses during Juneteenth and Black History Month. We celebrate and support Black businesses 24/7, 365. So if you have a Black business out there or you know somebody that has a Black business, let us know. Send it to us, and if it makes sense, we will bless them up. This week, we have an interesting Blessed Report. The Wise Men Collective. Strong Black names, in my opinion. Melchior, Balthasar, and Gaspa Okay, meet the Wise Men Collective. These entrepreneurial visionaries from the East who turned their love for ancient aromatics into a thriving side hustle.
Yeah.
Specializing in natural oils, luxurious body butters, and exfoliating scrubs, their motto is glow like the heavens,
Yeah.
smell like a miracle. Ooh, ooh, glow like the heavens, but smell like a miracle. What does a miracle smell like? Woo!
Smell like me.
Smell like, oh! A miracle smells like me.
Sniff, sniff.
Hello. Aluminum deodorant. Hello, somebody.
Listen, sweet smelling savor in his nostrils.
Their journey to fame and the Savior started with a dream, literally, when God commanded them to find baby Jesus. They saw a once in an eternity opportunity. Divine obedience meets strategic marketing. Armed with frankincense and myrrh, or frankincense infused, shea butter, myrrh oil for anointed glow ups, and gold dusted scrubs, because why not? The trio loaded up their caravan and hit the star lit road. Know a song I really like? Hey, no matter how you get here, just get here if you can.
Who's
You
that?
know it's Oleta Adams?
Rosetta?
Oleta? I don't know how to pronounce her first name.
I love that name.
I don't know how you get here. Just get here if you can. You ever heard that song before? You can reach me by trailway. You can reach me by caravan.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You can reach my airplane. You know,
Okay,
man.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, off track. Upon arrival at the manger, they delivered their gifts, ensuring Mary and Joseph understood that these were not just for blessings, but for branding. Imagine your baby smelling like heaven while exfoliating the sins of the world. How They pitched, right? That's what their pitch was. Word spread faster than the angels sing, and soon the Wise Men Collective became the go-to for royalty and regular folks alike. To this day, their slogan endures: obedience to God, excellence in skincare. Because when you got the stars endorsement, the rest is history. So we bless up the Wise Men Collective, the three Wise Men Collective, or you want to call it that. Melchior, Belshazzar, and Gaspar. The Wise Men Collective.
The Wise Men Collective. Would you use that on your beard, Brian? If they had
I would
too.
I would love it. It sounds good to me. Listen, ancient of days.
Ooh, that's good.
Ancient of days.
Brian.
Yeah.
Do we
need to edit this part out so we can.
I love the hygiene.
I know.
Don't get me started on the oil and cologne line. One
Hello.
of my dreams is to have my own fragrance.
You can create it. We can do it.
I'm gonna call it Ancient of Days.
Ancient of...
It's gonna be a padlock. It's the case. Oh, man. Well, bless them to the wise man. Back there, 2-some thousand years ago. Preacher's been saying the Lord was born, died over 2,000 years ago for about
3,000 years.
For a long time. I think we need to update that number.
I think so. What is that number?
We don't know, but we need to update it because we've been 2,000 years for a while.
Let me see, according to the chat GPT.
I'm gonna say, ask chat.
How
ask my
long
girl chat.
Ago
did Jesus die?
Jesus, was he died or born?
No, they'd be like, over 2,000 years ago on a cross called Calvary.
Okay. How long ago did Jesus die? So, okay, so Jesus is believed to have died around 30 to 33 CE.
Mm-hmm.
If we consider the current year to be 2024, that would make it approximately 1,991 to 1,994 years, depending on the exact year of his crucifixion. It ain't been 2,000 years.
So we've been rounding up for years.
We've been over 2,000 years for the last...
Wow.
Got it.
Our theology.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So there's room to be wrong.
There is room to be wrong.
Room to be wrong. Well, bless up to the wise man. All right.
Yeah. So we have a rest up report this week. What does that mean, Josh?
That means I got a home in the sky.
Yeah.
Tell this world goodbye. You see, I'm gonna fly away. We're gonna be what? Caught up together. Because I didn't miss the rapture in 2007.
You didn't.
With the Lord Jesus Christ forever. You see, I'm gonna fly away, Brian. I will be free. No more sickness. No more heartache. No more debt.
Yeah.
No more bills.
My God. Take them, Lord.
No.
The bills. The bills.
Keep me, Lord. Keep me.
The bills.
That guy just killed me. That guy, Asher.
Doing the blessing report.
They killed me. I just paid
The
my
rest
life
up,
insurance
the rest
too.
up.
Jesus.
Doing the rest of the report.
My
That's
God.
funny.
Anyway, that means he didn't stay the hand of death, but keep your hand of death away from me, oh God.
Please. Holy back and dandy.
I don't think I'm ready to fly up out of here yet, God.
I'm not. Life is good.
We're gonna bankrupt death.
Woo. My God.
Okay. All right.
This week on the rest of we have Nikki Giovanni.
My God, the poet.
The poet. Nikki Giovanni was a renowned literary legend and retired Virginia Tech professor. She has completed her final chapter in life. Born Nikki Giovanni. What a name. All right.
Right.
June 7th, 1947 in Knoxville, Tennessee. Was also raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. World-renowned poet, is a key figure in the Black Arts movement. Graduated from the Great Fisk University, HBCU. Shout out to that. Great works out there. Some by the name of Black Judgment. Those Who Ride the Night Winds.
My God.
And some other poetry, some other essays, some other collections, things of that nature that have been New York Times bestsellers, like for instance, Bicycles, the love poem, Make Me Rain, and some other African poems. We actually have Brooklyn actually has some a book that we read at night.
I about to say, please don't tell me Brooklyn got Make Me Rain, because
I don't know it. I don't think that's for children either. Make Me Rain sounds, all right.
Actually, that sounds like the Song of Solomon.
Hello. But she has a book for a children's book with her poems and whatnot in it. She was a recipient of numerous honors and accolades, including the 2022 Ruth Lilly Poetry Prize. Won 7 NAACP awards and a Grammy nomination for the Nikki Giovanni Poetry Collection in 2004. Autobiography Gemini. Shout out to the Geminis out there. Was a 1973 National Book Award finalist. The acclaimed poet, an activist, a university distinguished professor emerita, unfortunately passed away recently, age 81. People have called her a living legend, or at one point when she was alive, a living legend. Has an illustrious career, professor, poet, Black activist, all the things. Was strong in the movement and for civil rights, and just the ideal image of a Black woman standing up for Black women, speaking up for Black folks in a time when it wasn't popular, but an intellectual Black woman. I love the interview with her or the conversation with her and James Baldwin. Beautiful conversations out there on YouTube. So go check that out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's that. So rest up to Nikki Giovanni.
No idea she was from Knoxville and has so many ties to Tennessee.
Neither. I didn't know.
Did not know any of those things. Rest up.
Yeah, grew up in Ohio, but her parents, grandparents were in Knoxville, Tennessee. So
I heard that's where she buried it too, down there in Knoxville.
In Knoxville, okay. Well, thank God that she's buried, because the Blacks will have you.
It was
send at that funeral home.
But Nikki got money,
and she had a partner of a different.
And they don't believe a whole of nobody.
2 days.
If you white, you die Wednesday. That funeral Friday.
Oh yeah, they bury you quick.
Well, my grandma used to say, she said, white folk turn Black when they die.
Yep.
So she said they don't want to see their relatives turn Black.
Ooh, that's messy. That's messy.
That's a good. I like old school mess. And grandma came with the old school mess. I remember my grandma saw this lady at the Taco Bell, heavier set lady, and said, "If you ever let me get that fat, just come slap me." I said, "Grandma, it's time to go. It's time to go." Old people say whatever they want to say.
Yeah, because there's nothing else for you to do. What can you do to me?
Because here's the other thing. When my grandma came this summer to watch Jaden football game, Woman of God got hot. Woman of God slid that Brazil from under that shirt. I looked, I said, "Daddy, what is your mama doing?" And she's just sat back in there, because we got us one of the stadium chairs. She sat back and was like, "Woo!" I said, when you're little, get 98. You get some privileges some of us some of us ain't got. Oh, but man, shout out to the Three Wise Men. Rest up to Nikki Giovanni.
Yeah.
And prayers to her family.
Yeah.
This is our last living room for 2024.
It is.
And we've been in the Christmas spirit all month. At least I have anyway. I've been dragging Brian along. I think this is the most Christmassy we've seen him. So I'm just excited.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do, instead of giving you like, oh, we're going to be great in 2025, this is our plans. We're going to give you like a black jigsaw, black moments, you know, almost like when VH1 used to do the countdown. Bring back that era of television.
That was a great time.
We used to be like the countdown, the 100 best songs of the year.
Yeah, music videos all day.
Yeah, like what's his name? Tigger in the Basement. Like all the things. Like, man, TV was TV.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Even reality TV back then. Flavor of Love.
Bro.
And Flavor of Love gave us New York.
Bro, the gift that keeps going giving.
It just anyway. So we're gonna go through some of the blackest moments of 2024. So grab your Waterloo, grab whatever it is that you're drinking, your eggnog, all the things. Meet us in the living room around the coffee table, and let's have this good conversation.
Let's do it.
It's about the change.
All right, puzzle pieces. This year we are in the living room. This is the last living room of the year, but we're doing something different. Normally, Josh and I, we give out our ideas, our thoughts, what we're going to do for the next year. We're going to win next year. That's what we're going to do. We're going to win.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind. I ain't never giving up.
Yeah, we're going to dominate next year.
Step up in the building. Everybody hands go up. And they stay there. And they stay there. And they stay there, up, down, because all I do is win. Because if you're going in, put your hands in the air, let them stay there.
So churchy.
Oh, Lord.
So churchy. But we win.
Reverend, I got my voice back.
Listen.
These last few weeks I've been struggling.
Oh,
you don't hear that rasp.
Testify.
It's back.
Testify.
Giving you the best that I got. Brooke is still listening to Nita Baker. I love that's her calming music.
It's calming.
As a side note, I love that.
Yeah. Josh is giving us them J Hood vocals this morning or today. Just loud. Just loud.
Listen, ever since Jennifer Hudson gave us Jingle Bells,
Reverend,
I've been tapping into my J Hud spirit.
I said she knew not to put Silent Night on that album.
It was the noisiest night you ever hear.
She knew not to put Silent Night on that album. There's no way she could sing Silent Night. Silent Night. I like, girl.
Oh, holy night.
It would have been so loud.
All is bright. Every virgin would have woke up.
Not so silent. She knew better. She said, I can't do that one.
Can't do that.
Ain't nothing silent about my
Ain't nothing silent about my nights. Nothing silent about these nights.
Ooh, God, I thank you. Ooh. Well, speaking of that, somebody went viral on the Tick and the Talks.
Unbeknownst to me.
Went viral on the. Let me see what the numbers are now.
Unbeknownst to
As of
me.
today, let's see what the numbers are for the Joshua. Oh, that's not it.
Well, what you listening to?
Let me see what Joshua. What we did. Let's see what the numbers are. 104,000 views on the TikTok.
Wild to me.
I mean, influencer.
No.
I mean, influencer.
I was leaving the gym. So remember I played that for you on the podcast?
Yeah.
That song?
It was just loud.
Loud. And I had listened to other music all during the gym. I listened to music while I'm at the gym. But some way, you know how your phone, like, when you hook it up to Bluetooth and it plays like the most recent song? Somehow, some way, it reset itself to go back to Jennifer Hudson because I hadn't listened to it since. And when I cranked up my car and that thing started playing, I was like, let me react to this. So, I do that kind of stuff all the time on my IG stories.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to throw it up on TikTok. Just, randomly want to throw some content. Bro, I went to sleep, minding my business. I woke up. That joint said I had like 3,000 likes, 400 comments. I mean, well, how many comments at the time?
Yeah.
People sharing. I had like 7 people add me back, and
Yeah.
literally every time I check TikTok, it's slowing down finally now.
Mm-hmm.
It's only like 20 likes per hour or something. But at one point, bro, I would refresh it. It'd be another 100 likes.
Yeah, let me get
another whatever.
Let me get the stats for you. Let me get the stats for you.
It's crazy.
We got 13,000 likes, 878 comments, 992 saves, and 2,400 shares.
It's crazy.
The man got went viral on the TikTok.
Literally just being me.
Jingle bells.
Let that be a lesson.
Ooh, speak a word.
Just be you. Thrive in your difference. Because I've never wanted to be viral. That's nothing I desire, per se. But yeah, man, like, and then like I almost felt this is a super side note. I know we can't help but to talk about self-care and mental health. I almost felt the pressure, like, what do I do next?
Yeah,
Like, how do you maximize it?
Yeah.
Now, I am gonna post a video next, but it's really because I would just want to post it. I'm gonna talk about how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is kind of a racist segregation song.
Oh.
Okay. But that's just something I want to do. But like, I think if I was trying to maximize, I would have been did it and like made it all pretty. I'm just gonna do it whenever I do it. I might do it after I record this. But yeah, man, that was not on my bingo card at all. And here we are. But all right, what are we talking about today?
Well, this week, for the last episode of the year, we are going to do an award show. Okay. An award show. We're going to go through some Black culture moments of this year, add an award to them. We're going to, I guess, name who we would give the award to. So, first award is going to be the Black musical moment of the year. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? Mine is pretty easy. Oh, we have music. Oh,
I feel like we needed some Oscar music. Or
I feel like it.
Best musical moment of the year. They not like us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either between that or like Yeah Glow or something. Like,
yeah.
Between Kendrick and Glorilla, they owned music this year.
Would you put Beyonce as an honorable mention that she just dropped the album this year, or Cowboy Carter's kind of slowed in terms of its? I would,
and I think Cowboy Carter slowed because one. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I enjoy Cowboy Carter. We have to also be honest that it is country music.
Yeah. Right.
And country music is not one of the most popular. While it is a very reputable genre of music, it has roots in Black history. You know, we all knew that. Beyonce amplified that. We got some younger artists who are really, kind of putting their own, like Shabuzi. Shout out Shabuzi, some of the other people. And what's the old girl from Memphis who was on the Love and Hip Hop? K Michelle. Like, a lot of people really doing their country music thing and making it a thing. And Beyonce, of course. But I still feel like at the end of the day, it was country music.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit harder to infiltrate. I think dance house music is a little bit easier.
It's broader.
It's broader to infiltrate because it's dance music, right?
Yeah.
And the songs that were popular for Cowboy Carter were the ones that were very like country leaning, like 16 Carriages, Texas Hold'em, the song with Miley Cyrus, which is a really great song. But like the Spaghetti, some of the other more hip hop forward ones, those weren't the singles. Like Beyonce came out the gate with "You Can't Break My Soul." I just quit my job. I just fell in love, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
where's a bop though?
A mantra, and it's a bop. You know what I'm saying? So like, and again, I really enjoy Cowboy Carter. It got plenty of spins this year. Beyonce, I don't think we talk about it. The first year in forever, like since Apple started doing the replay, that Beyonce took the #1 spot of most listens, right? So that lets you know how much I listen to Cowboy Carter. But I think in the world of music, like They Not Like Us was crazy, and Glow has just been on a run. I don't think Glow is anywhere near as big as Beyonce, but in terms of this moment in time, she had her moment.
Yeah,
she had her moment.
Yeah, and Glow was a song, but
Glow, and then TGIF.
Yeah, that's the one.
7 Friday is 95 degrees. And then like the song she did, the Wipe Me Down sample, like that's all over the. I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? And then
that's bro.
Everybody's remixing that with something.
She's had so we'll use Kendrick had probably the biggest moment, but I feel like she's had the most cultural
back to
moments. Yeah,
They've been like she has not put out legit like a bad song.
yeah. It's
She's
been
had some
like
interesting features that I've
yeah,
heard. But like
Mhm.
her stuff,
Yeah, she's having her moment. But here goes the thing. Like I'm praying that it continue because we see this frequently. We see the woman rapper come up and give us a run,
yeah.
and then like
I hope so. But I think we're in a different era.
mm-hmm,
I think, of course, Nicki was Nicki.
mm-hmm.
Megan hasn't fallen off yet.
Yeah,
I
hasn't
don't
fallen
think
off,
she
but
will.
has she? But she hasn't been.
She hasn't been like huge, but she hasn't faded away like a. And y'all, please hear my heart when I say this. She hasn't faded away like a Eve or a Trina. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
Trina put out music a few years ago, and it's like unless you're a really big Trina fan, or
Yeah.
you know, I don't know that you would have
The
been.
shelf life is not great.
Yeah, I don't know if you would have been as tapped in, and it probably was good music.
Yeah,
But it wasn't the Trina of the You Don't Know Nans, right? When she
Yeah.
was really big.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take anything away from Trina.
Mhm.
It's just the machine and whatever. So I don't think Meg has yet reached that. I think
Mhm.
right now, like Bigger in Texas is my
Yeah.
bro, that's my favorite Meg song right now. It's very A-Ball, MJG, UGK.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell she went deep into her Houston
Yeah.
bag for that one. And then I think the thing with Cardi B too, and her run, is that Cardi B just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Cardi B gets on features and stuff now, they still have a tendency to pretty go.
Mhm.
I think Cardi B used music to become the famous person she always wanted to be.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes like music makes you famous?
Mm-hmm.
I think people love music, and by probably them loving music, they became famous. I think Cardi wanted to be famous, and she used music as a vehicle to get there.
Yeah.
And now that she's famous, she was like, because she literally talked about how she got all these songs for an album. She showed us the computer at one point.
Mhm.
She could, and like Invasion of Privacy was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think she has even not talked about the pressure of a sophomore album, because I really don't think she cares.
Yeah. I feel like Cardi's at a point where she's like, I'm rich, I'm famous, I have my kids. Like, what more do you want? Like, and I put out one of the best hip hop albums like ever. Like in terms of like
Invasion of Privacy is good.
it's a good album.
And
it had
singles
smash
she put
after
out
smash after
aren't
smash.
bad. Like Up is not my favorite song in the world, but Up had us in a chokehold during the pandemic.
Yeah.
We was in the pandemic to if it's up, if it's stuck, and we weren't going nowhere. Right?
WAP.
Pandemic.
Yeah, she's had a solid career.
Yeah.
Like so at this
And
point,
if she
like
keeps giving us random singles every now and then, I ain't
so
mad
be
at
it.
that.
Yeah, because she can ride a track. Like she can.
And her features sometimes really go. Like on Tomorrow 2 with Glorilla, Tomorrow 2 is much better than Tomorrow. Like Cardi's verse on Tomorrow 2 is really good. Like really good.
Yeah, I like her feature on that. What's the white dude? G Easy.
Oh,
And she has that cadence.
no,
No, it's
that's a good one.
Yeah, like her cadence on that is like, oh, this is good. Like it's like
If I hit it one time,
yeah, like that. She goes hard on that joint. All right, so Black Musical Moment, we say we'll give it to Glow. We'll say Glow.
I'll actually give it to Kendrick.
Okay,
like, the moment,
yeah.
But with Glow is a real like close to
because so is the beef the moment, or is it just the smash of that album?
Birth the moment.
Okay,
you don't have the moment without the beef.
Okay,
because I don't think we get a They Not Like Us, even if it wasn't a diss song. If it was just say he wrote a song kind of like that, like dissing white people. Let's just call it that, because that's low key what he did. But let's just say like Drake wasn't the like ultimate subject of that song. I don't think it would have went. It's still a great song. I don't know that it would have done what it did without the beef. Though.
Yeah, because it was the salacious, it was the drama of it all.
It
like,
was the A minors, it is the all that stuff. It's like
we know who we talking about. You're calling people's name. Like, it's
yeah. Oh, did you see recently what Lil Baby said? He wasn't a fan of his name being mentioned in that song.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he basically said that him and Drake are cool, but that ain't why he don't like it. He was like, this rap stuff is work to me. He said, this is like if two coworkers was beefing. He said, don't put me in that. Y'all fighting at work. This is work. He's like, rapping is work.
Mm.
He was like, "Don't put me in y'all work argument." I was like, "That's a perspective."
That is a great perspective. Is he unemployed at this moment?
I don't think he ain't currently putting nothing out, but I do like that perspective. Like, I ain't got beef with either one of y'all.
Yeah,
Why
like,
you putting me in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you beefing at that wedding?
Why you beefing? If you gonna beef at that wedding, you need to beef at that wedding. I can never some Ace of Vivids.
All right, so the
Oh.
Black musical moment of the year goes to Kendrick
Ba-ba-ba-da.
Lamar for Not
Woo!
Like Us. All right, wonderful. All right, the next award is I didn't see this on my bingo card moment of the year. It's the shocking moment that you didn't see happen this year.
Wow. Outside of me going viral, I didn't see that happening for my personal life. That was wild. In terms of pop culture, I don't know that I was thinking about the fall of Sean Combs,
Yeah, so that was my
but I don't know that it wasn't on my bingo card. I don't know that. I think for me, I don't know if I expected it to happen this soon. Like, I figured it would have been more to, you know what I'm saying, continue to unfold. But when that shoe dropped,
to me. I think I didn't see the 1,000 bottles of baby oil as like the
Now
that was shocking, but it wasn't shocking though. That's the hard part is like we know him, so it's not shocking, but it's shocking like like what?
Are you doing with 1,000 bottles?
But it's shocking because it's like
Why do you have 1,000
1,000 bottles. I didn't see that on my bingo card this year. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't see Sean going down so quickly this year.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, it was like you said, it's not surprising, but I just didn't think it would. I didn't think it would happen this year.
Yeah, I didn't see that happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other honorable mentions or anything like that, or just
I would go back to Kendrick and Drake. I don't know.
Beef on the bill card.
And at this magnitude,
I didn't see Drake. I never would have thought Drake's career
take the hit that it's taken. I'm not gonna say fail because I don't think that's, again, it's Drake. But I didn't think it would take the, and he keep doing stuff that's like nothing he has done has, like, even the hotel song. I actually like that. I just got some what's that song? What is that song? Because I listen to it. It's on my workout playlist. It's on the Housekeeping Knows. Like, it's a great song. Like, that's a very Drake song. It's really good, but despite that, it went nowhere. That song went nowhere. Lotto got a good verse on it. It went nowhere, and then he sued Kendrick. He went straight white woman.
In hip hop. You sued a man.
You sued for defamation after also saying this man used to beat his kids, like beat his kids and his wife.
Right.
Both of y'all lying.
Right. And then,
I ain't gonna say Kendrick lying. I ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying. But both of y'all, like, there could be a countersuit. Let me just say it that way.
Yeah.
Right?
But the thing is, you're saying, oh well, Spotify pushed the song to play.
Spotify didn't do nothing that Spotify don't already do for artists.
But even within that, like, the song was already like it was a on first listen, it was like, oh,
just like Euphoria. First listen, it was like, hate the way that you walk, hate that you dress, like, it was, everything about it was so impactful.
Yeah.
And the other thing about the Spotify, you gotta understand about Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff like that, like, there'll be, if I asked, let me not say her name too loud because she'll stop playing stuff. If I asked Alexa to play a song without going into an album, it's gonna then randomly start playing other songs that's associated with it.
Yeah.
So if I asked it to play Poetic Justice, she's likely gonna play Not Like Us next.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think is true too, that the internet doesn't seem to understand, that two things can be true. Drake could still be the most streamed artist on Spotify. One, because he has more music than Kendrick. It's just kind of a numbers thing.
Yeah.
But Not Like Us still could have been the biggest song of the year. Like, those two things can exist in the same world.
Yeah.
Because I think Make Me Proud came up on my playlist and I did not press skip. Like, I like Thank Me Later. It's my favorite. No, Take Care is my favorite Drake album. Right. So if you play anything on it, like, I just bought my nephew. He don't listen to podcasts, like I said. He bought a vinyl player. I just bought him to Take Care vinyl. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, like, he literally just got some album sales for me. You know what I'm saying? So like two things can be true because we love the Drake of old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
like those things can still be true while also this one song can be the biggest and best song of the year.
Yeah, I like Lord Knows on that Take Care album. That song goes so
That
hard.
whole album to me is just kind of perfection.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I didn't see this on my bingo card. Moment of the year goes to the downfall, the swift downfall
Of Bad Boy Records.
of Bad Boy Records and Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Love, all the things.
Hypothetical?
What?
What do you think? And not to say that he would be caught up in the shenanigans, but where do you think Biggie would be? Because Lakim has been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Mary J has been kind of quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Faith Evans ain't been talking. And maybe rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
But where do you think that Christopher Wallace would? I feel like he wouldn't be on Bad Boy at this point in his career. Anyway,
No, I feel
to
like
be honest.
yeah, I feel my understanding was he was starting to start his own thing before he before
I think it would be like a Wayne and No Limit. I mean, not
yeah,
Cash Money
I
type
feel
thing.
like because the thing about it is Biggie was the talent, and my understanding was he was learning the business. So it was kind of like I'm the talent and I'm learning the business. It would have been
Straight
like
up
it would have been
Jimmy
like Jay-Z and Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? It would have been like Jay-Z and Dame Dash. At what point does Jay-Z need Dame Dash if he's learning the business in the business room, has created the contacts, created the relationships? At what point, you know what I mean? So then to that same point, at what point does Biggie still need Puff when he's created the relationships, learned the business, and now have the relationship? So I feel like Biggie might at that point might have removed himself from that environment. So probably the best thing for Bad Boy to happen is for Biggie to die.
Yeah.
That might have been the best thing for Bad Boy.
In terms of the business, unfortunately, yeah. Because, I
Then-
don't think it would have survived without.
And then let's consider this: Puff Daddy's his artist career spawned from Biggie dying. Mace then carried the torch or the flag or whatever for Bad Boy, and his career went off. And then once like all the artists, like Biggie dying, for the lack of better words, and sorry, was the best thing that ever happened to Bad Boy.
Mm-hmm.
So there goes that. Which is weird because the reverse, like Tupac dying was like one of the worst things that happened to Death Row. Like,
Well, that's because
it like
let me
tanked.
not say this about Suge Knight because I want him to come find me. But
Yeah,
when your entire business model is really based on murder,
yeah,
and intimidation tactics,
yeah,
that's not a thriving business model.
and then like you literally like the person that was like the consummate business professional and the person who had all the talent and all the connects, so like that, he left, so you really had nothing. So all right, so we said that goes to that. All right, so the next award is Made Our Ancestors Proud, our proud Black moment of the year.
I think how we rally behind Kamala Harris.
Yes.
I still stand on the heel that she ran a wildly successful campaign, given the amount of time she had to do it, the amount of criticism she had to face, not just being a part of the Biden administration, but also being a Black woman, right? We can't take away of what that meant around, the presidency and things like that. So I think our ancestors were proud about, again, how we did it, how we showed up, how we were collective in that space. I don't know. I really think that was the thing. I say that was the thing for us.
Okay. I would agree wholeheartedly. She, and I want to say also Black women, just in general, right? 92%. 92%
came out and did the thing.
Showed out. So I'm, showed out. Showed out. And so I want to salute and celebrate all of our Black women who always come in to save the day. Even when this election kind of proved that like y'all really don't care about Black women.
Yeah.
Like y'all still continue to show up. And the funny thing is, like, a lot of black men were like, we quitting, and they took a couple days off, and it was like, we gotta keep saving the world. So it came back to work.
Can't never stop doing the things.
Yeah, so I do want to celebrate some black women. But yeah, the Make My Ancestors Proud award of 2024 goes to Vice President and the first black Democratic nominee for the presidential front running nominee goes to Kamala Harris. So we do celebrate and support you for all the things that you have done. To the other one, I don't want to call it a Coon Award, but it's the Dr. King is rolling in his grave. The most disappointing black moment of 2024.
Wow. I would say all the blacks that supported Donald Trump.
Yes.
In such a like aggressive way.
Yeah. That was
Black Republican is one thing, but to talk about how he was such a great leader and
he loves black people
for us and he loves black people, and none of y'all have space in his administration. Yeah.
Not one.
Candace Owens ain't none of y'all. All of y'all who's out there, shucking and jiving on that campaign trail. None of y'all have any space in his administration, and yeah, that Dr. King would be flipping and turning.
Yeah, with his white woman.
Brian.
What does Dr. Umar Johnson say? He says, "Snow bunnies never, black kings forever." What do you say?
He's
black
with
queens
Coretta.
forever. He's with Coretta.
He's with Coretta. Thank you.
In a home in the sky. All right. So the Dr. King is rolling in his grave goes to the black Republicans, the ones who stumped for Trump. Okay,
that's right.
The ones stumped
for Trump. We'll call it the Tim Scott Award.
Oh, big gums. Nigga just got gums.
Big gums, little teeth.
Are his teeth little or his gums big? It's both. It's both.
His teeth kind of big too.
And he married that white woman or got with that white woman. All them have white women
in white districts.
Yeah, and they brag on we're in white district, predominantly white district, because like you're non-threatening. You shuck and jive for the white people. All right, Black Boy Joy moment of the year. Something that made you happy culturally.
Something that really made me happy culturally. I would say, I don't know that anything gave me like immense joy culturally this year. I would say seeing, his name is Aaron Pierre and whoever the guy is in Mufasa, like seeing their press run, I think it's given me a semblance of joy. It's reminding me of the press run of Michael B. Jordan and Oh Boy when they were in Creed together. What's his name? The freedom fighter dancer, Jonathan Majors.
Oh yeah.
Remember how they was like bromancing all over the place and fighting stereotypes and just like it was like joyful to watch.
Yeah.
It's a similar thing with this Aaron Pierre and this other guy from Mufasa. Like it's been really joyful to watch them unashamedly support each other, love on each other, experience the joy. Like we've earned this, we've made it in a sense. I really like, to me, seeing black men snatch back their joy in a society that says we're not supposed to be happy because that's not masculine. It's always a win for me. Like, yeah, because I was always the silly kid who laughed loud and was, you know what I'm saying? So like, I love that. The other thing, now that I've thought about it, set for a while, I've told you this offline, but I'll say it here. One thing that brings me joy right now is Denzel Washington's current era.
I was just about to say that. We've never seen him. We've never seen him before.
Uncle Ark that he's in right now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Me and Brian watched the clip yesterday where he didn't say it explicitly. He pretty much said, "I don't watch these white people movies."
I don't know. I don't know that one.
I don't know. This man had on a shirt of like a famous
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Stanley Cooper, and he was like, "I always want to throw a thing out there because Denzel Washington is a thespian."
Mhm.
right? He's a accomplished actor,
well trained,
all the things.
movies,
but he was
television, all the
so
things.
you would think people of that. And then what's crazy was the video came from a woman who studied film and stuff, and was like, when you're in these spaces, if you don't know the white greats,
Mhm.
then because she said her favorite actor was Taraji P. Henson. Everybody was like, who? Right?
Yeah.
So that what brought the conversation up. But anyway, he asked me, said, you said his name was Stanley Cooper?
Stanley Kubrick.
He said,
Yeah.
I want to ask, throw this question out there. He said, man, I don't know. He said,
I'm
when
not-
them movies came out, like, I probably would have robbed you. I was in the
Right.
streets back then.
He's like, I'm not a film buff.
I'm not a film buff. He said, I didn't start watching movies. I was 23 when I started acting. He said, you know what? I was watching movies. Then that man called out Shaft. He called out all the black exploitation
blackest
movies.
Yeah.
And that man essentially said, I didn't watch this white stuff.
Yeah.
I was watching the hood black movies like everybody, like every other black
Everybody-
teenager in the 60s and 70s. What?
In my black neighborhood at my black movie theater. Like,
yes.
we
Like,
weren't
I was not
watching-
finna watching this stuff. And just the way he be like, I think it started with the Jamie Foxx clip. I'm leaving here with something. Like,
Yeah.
I think that was the beginning of us, like,
Mhm.
Uncle Denzel
Yeah.
coming out.
The thing is, Denzel is kind of like Beyonce in that, like, he don't normally talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
He
Now
plays-
that he's talking to us, it's like,
he's dropping gems. He's traveling over to the Church of God in Christ churches, singing "Yes, Lord." Like he's doing
doing
outside doing things that Denzel don't normally do. But the thing is that this scares me though, because sometimes I always have the fear of when we're getting a lot of exposure of somebody, then it's kind of like, oh, they about to go. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right before Kobe like went on, it was a lot of exposure. It was the Oscar. It was him showing up at basketball games. It was him being in interviews. All of this content of Kobe was there. Same thing with Chadwick Boseman. Like he was having like his run. Like he was doing all the things. He was, and we're getting this level of exposure and getting this place and space of Denzel that we've never seen before in all of his years of being one of our favorite actors.
mm-hmm.
But now we're seeing it and it's like, oof, like Lord, don't do this to us.
Don't do it.
Don't do this to us.
I'm gonna ask you this: do you think Denzel will go down as like? Because here's the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I know Chris is probably gonna frown when I say this, but I don't really care because the truth of the matter, the truth is the truth culturally.
Yeah.
I don't care what LeBron does; he's never gonna be Michael Jordan.
It'll never be Michael Jordan or beat Michael Jordan.
Be Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, no.
And what Michael Jordan means to just culture and stuff.
Yeah,
like that,
Michael
right?
Jordan is the blueprint.
Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
And you can argue there were people before him, the Wilt Chamberlains, the Magic Johnsons, the Isaiah, like all these people, but it was something special about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
The same thing with Michael Jackson and Beyonce. Like there'll be people after them and all that, but even with Beyonce and Mike, they was like, she still no Michael Jackson. No matter how many records she breaks, no matter how many things she does, she's no Michael Jackson. So. And even for Beyonce to be the blueprint for like women artists, you know what I'm saying? Like Aretha Franklin, the people be like, I don't care who sings, I don't care what Jasmine Sullivan does. There's no voice like her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but there are people, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take away from like a LeBron James because LeBron
Yeah.
James is great in his own right, but LeBron James can play another 20 years and be number one at every point. And at the end of the day, you ain't Jordan. Nobody's wearing LeBrons. Nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's like run. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
the cultural relevance,
translated.
the cultural relevancy is Jordan's cultural relevancy is much higher. LeBron
is.
would never be able to attain Jordan's cultural relevancy.
Exactly. And the reason why I know this is because I have two sons in my house, one in particular who's really into sports.
Mhm.
And his favorite basketball player is, of course, Ja.
Mhm.
But like the shoe he wants the most is Jordan.
Yeah.
The gear he wants the most outside of just regular Nike is Jordan hoodies, Jordan backpack, Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still Jordan. You know what I'm saying? He's not. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I say that to say, do you think Denzel has that same kind of chokehold on acting?
Yes, because in the black community, yes, and he's not even the best actor. There's other actors that are better than him, like
Really?
Giancarlo Esposito. Is it
Oh
Esposito?
yeah, I'll give him that.
Better.
I'll give him that.
Jeffrey Wright, better. Like there's.
I like Jeffrey. I don't know if I'm gonna give him better than Denzel. I like Jeffrey.
I feel like the versatility of Denzel.
If Denzel could change his voice, we would stop having these arguments.
Right, he don't change his voice. He was in a Roman movie. He was in Gladiator talking like a nigga from Mount Vernon.
Brian, imagine being so you that you could be like, I'm gonna have this Cali accent in Australia because I'm Brian. Like you don't have to change.
Right, but yeah. His stature is so high. He's not auditioning.
Bro, did you see the interview? He said he hasn't auditioned since 1989.
Yeah. The audition.
He's like, I ain't done that about 30, 40 years.
What is an audition? People write roles for me. Audition. It'll be like the script says Denzel like actor.
Give me a Denzel like actor. Who fills that role though? If it ain't Denzel, if they be like, is it the people you're naming?
Yeah, I feel like those people that were named, like the versatility of those people, like even and then now Coma Domingo is he's climbing up that ladder.
I love?
Who?
It's Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, Sterling K. Brown
He's
is
a
growing.
Comedic timing.
Yeah,
he's dramatic. Like
he can do it all. He can do it all. He's a great black actor. Well, great actor. I don't want to say black. I don't want that. That was please forgive me for that. Don't. He's a great actor, but I was saying in terms of our black actors that we love and adore, I feel like he's growing in that category of a actor in our community that we cling to. Even though he's done a lot of like other things, right? Mainstream things. I feel like he's there, but Denzel is if you say for instance, I'm supposed to be in the Christmas play at church, right?
Come on, Brian, who you playing?
I'm playing King Herod.
Oh, that's befitting for the man who can't stand Christmas. Befitting,
but I'm about to Denzel this joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm about to Denzel. I'm put on Denzel. But who like when you think about an actor, you don't be like I'm a Tom Hanks. You know what I'm saying? You don't be like I'm a Chadwick Boseman. No, you say I'm a Denzel this thing, right? If you're a woman, you gonna say I'm a Angela Bassett. I'm a Viola Davis this whole like
Viola Davis.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't Angela Bassett, Denzel Washington, Viola is kind of like in that category, but Denzel is so far ahead of every other actor or black actor in our community. If you're a man, you say you acting, I'm a Denzel.
Denzel is in your list.
Yeah, somewhere. Denzel is if we were playing Taboo, and the word was actor, and in the black.
They'd be like Denzel Washington.
And then and even like we ain't talking about Jamie Foxx and like Will Smith, other strong actors. You know what I'm saying? But it's Denzel by far is the head of our actors in our community. So do you want to do Black Boy Joy?
Before we go into that,
okay.
I also get me stuck on acting. I saw a clip, I think I sent it to you, where a creator had a hot take and said that Babs was Halle Berry's best on-screen performance. Only because it showed her level it's so far from who she is. I was like,
it was comedic.
He was like, one, it was comedic, and he was like, it's not, people take comedic acting for granted. Like, it's not easy to be funny. And two, that was like, Halle Berry has never seen a black woman from Atlanta like that. And it didn't seem like Chitlin Circuit. It felt like Beyonce. Halle Berry became that ghetto black woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, you know what? From that perspective, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that take. I still don't know if I would give it her best role ever, but I'm not mad at the level of work it took to become that person. Because you got to be believable in that kind of role. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you playing somebody from the hood like that, quote unquote, you got to be believable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Halle Berry was believable. The person who they be like, she ain't black enough was believable. So anyway.
Cause I feel like I want to go back and watch it as an adult.
I haven't watched Babs in a while.
I haven't seen it as like I was a teenager. I think it's never been a movie where I was like, oof, I need to go see Babs.
I've seen it, but did you know like one of the times you like sit on the couch after church and it's been on BET? Yeah, it's been like one of them kind of passive watching. I haven't sat down and said, let me watch it. Yeah. Let's go. I feel like we need to make a list. Let's do a series next year, Brian, of the black movie, the Blastics, and talk about them. And maybe probably write our notes from our younger selves and what we thought the movie was, and then now does it hold up the test of time? Like, does it speak to us now? It's like, I'm waving because I'm saying, hey, bonus episodes, because these are not going to be probably like, let's make that a whole series. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I love movies, so I will. Let's do it. I'm down. I love TV, and like I've been rewatching stuff. So like 2 episodes of Scandal, I'll just watch one of the movies we choose. Yeah. Because literally I've done that the last 3 or 4 weeks. Rewatching Scandal, I watch 2 or 3 episodes a night. So I will just pick the movie and we can do it. Y'all just got some insight to our planning. Let me write it down. Yeah. So I'm trying not to watch Insecure again. I'm going to. I just committed to it because I was at dinner, team lunch at somebody, and there was 2. They're Gen Xers though. It was like, I just couldn't get into Insecure. Why did y'all like it? I said, you're about to watch it for the 4th time. Yeah. Because I watched it 3 times, the original
Mhm.
and then 2
Mhm.
additional times. I
Mhm.
said, I'm about to watch it for the 4th time.
Yeah. Yeah, like somebody posted. Anytime I see somebody post like a story on Instagram about it, and I'm like,
It's such a
and they be like, "Oh, this is my show." I'm like, "Your show? It's
our
my
show.
show."
I
And then,
told them, like, for millennials, like tried and true millennials, it is our story. Like,
Mhm.
many of us were already married or whatever at the time, so we couldn't fully resonate to some of the things, but we could resonate to a whole lot of it. Navigating your career, figuring out your passions,
changes in relationship dynamics,
changing relationship
in
dynamics,
friendships,
friendship
but also in
dynamics.
relation, like in romantic relationships.
Relationship, yeah. I mean, all the different levels
finding
of
yourself, realizing that you ain't, and then you like, then you're like, man, I was my own problem.
it. I was
Like
my own problem, pursuing my dreams, like all the different
making
things.
tough decisions,
Yes, friends moving away,
therapy journeys, like
all the things.
Yeah,
It's so many things.
depression.
Open relationship. I ain't in a relationship. I've met some people who are in legit thruples, and I was like, I had to tell you this story in DC.
Okay.
I had dinner with a colleague, and he was like, he introduced me to his partners, and I was like, oh, so when he and I walked off and did dinner to catch up, I couldn't let it go. I said, do you mind me asking, how does this work?
Right.
So he explained. I won't go into it on here, but like, yeah, but even still, like, it's not my thing. But these are realities that are like not people are just talking about it.
Yeah.
Right. And although we didn't see a throuple, we did see Molly in a part of an open marriage situation. And like, you know what I'm saying? So it was legit.
And her
our
reconciling
life
what
and
that looks like.
and how people in our generation have in some ways abandoned traditionalism across the board.
Mhm.
Right? We saw what's his face? Jay Ellis's character. Lawrence go to church, and what that meant. We saw Chad get saved. We all know the hood dude who been crazy, don't get saved, right? And go to the church for girls, but then, you know what I'm saying, end up changing his life. Now also Chad his salvation didn't maintain well, his sanctification. Let me say it that way. But anyway, it was so relatable. What was you about to say?
I would say Lawrence giving up on his dream.
Because it was too hard.
Essentially,
you
it was
get a
like
breakthrough.
Yeah, you were a SoundCloud rapper, essentially, but in the tech world, and it's like, let me give this up. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's
and the beauty of going corporate and fighting what that meant, you know what I'm saying? And then thrived in corporate America and tech. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I've been trying to do my own thing for so long, but now I'm like, this is where I belong, and I'm the man. I'm really good at. I'm really good at
because he wasn't a good businessman.
No,
but he was still good at tech.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like but it took him a breakup to figure that out.
Yeah,
right. So many insecure. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna rewatch it now.
Why would I do this to myself?
I'm gonna rewatch it now. And then one of the most consistent characters, but still kind of messed up, is Kelly. Consistent in her career, and then still even finding her niche. Yeah. But it didn't come until she had to help a friend. You know what I'm saying? I helped your parents to do their estate, and was like, I think this is my niche.
Yeah.
And then she creates her own division in her friend's firm. Like, you know, like, bro, but that's how stuff be happening. Like, you help a friend out with one thing and be like, Josh, you should do this full time. And then, like, that's the thing that catapults you because you were already good at it, already doing stuff. Anyway, Issa, phenomenal.
Yeah. Black Boy Joy moment of the year. Our black actors on their
black art is joy.
Black art, yeah. Black Boy Joy moment of the year. Black art. We'll say that. Black art, movie, film, what movie and film, the same thing. Film, television, art, music, all the things. Art gives us joy.
Like the Front Porch series with Nochi and DC. Like, I'm sure he's been doing it for years, but it became popularized this year.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like our hood version of Tiny Desk. You know what I'm saying? But it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got some heavy hitters out there too. It wasn't just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? These up and coming.
Your pastor was out there, wasn't he?
Smokey was out there.
Yeah.
Chance was out there. Say what y'all want to say. I love Selena Johnson's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Selena Johnson was out there. Selena Johnson sings down to me.
She made all falls down. She made that song.
Selena Johnson sings down.
Yeah, she sings.
And then you gotta pay the cost. You know what? Like, she had a couple of hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he been getting some people. But anyway, yeah, black art.
Okay. Last but not least,
yeah,
your personal favorite moment, cultural or personal?
A personal favorite moment of 2024. I don't know that anything has overwhelmingly, like, you know what I'm saying? I would say the installation of I mean, it was good,
Mhm.
and it was God and all that. I don't know.
This was hard for me too.
I don't
And
know.
I had been thinking and trying to figure out like what was my, because life has been going like that.
Up, down, up, down.
Um, But I think my favorite moment is really just, I think last year talking about my authenticity and being authentic. My favorite moment has really been walking in the authenticity, like legit being like even like on social media, posting what I feel like I'm posting. Like I'm just gonna do it. Being authentic at work.
Okay.
Being more authentic and free on the podcast, being free and authentic in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like being okay with being who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you made me think about my moment. I think I said it after Afrotech
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
When you talk, and for me, it wasn't like Afrotech the conference. It was, and not even the stage. It was what the stage meant and
Yeah.
represented for me.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned on the podcast maybe last week or a few weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago, where I said Josh, even pre-pandemic, would not have embraced Afrotech in the same way.
Yeah.
So being recognized for my gifts, my talents, what God has legit blessed me with, and then having that to be platformed and to be seen, not just by the higher ups, but by people. I think that was the most personal moment for me, because again, on that stage, people saw God in me, right? And again, and this is why the installation of assistant pastor isn't that top thing, because again, God can do whatever, but that is pretty much siloed to Victory City, Atlanta. When I was on the Afrotech stage, though, just by way of my voice, by way of my presence, like I said, people recognize, you a preacher? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like recognizing the anointing, walking in my gifts, being on this like quote unquote big stage, well, not quote unquote, this big stage,
big stage.
like merging the intersection of media, like everything in my world collided.
Yeah.
So for me, that was really big, and then I was able to put that stuff on because I picked my good fits to host. You know, but like literally all the things I really love and am passionate about were all kind of in that space, and so yeah, I think that would be the thing, bro.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So that was our awards for this year. A little different than what we've done. I'm
gonna throw a wrench out there to you.
Go for it.
If there was one thing. Two questions. One thing you could change about 2024, what would it be? And what is one of the things you're expecting for 2025?
I wish Kamala Harris would have won the election.
Yes. If I could change that, I would have done.
If I could snap my fingers and anything in this year, like and even all the things we've gone through, the negative things, if she won the election, I would choose that over anything this year.
Yeah.
Anything this year. Because I know what that did, how I felt after the fact, but also know what that would have done for Black women.
For so many other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the other question?
And what's one thing you're expecting or looking forward to in 2025?
I'm expecting God to do some great things. Like, the trajectory of my life has been interesting, but also like God continues to open up doors for me consistently.
He's done.
Even I'm talking about in the greater conversation about the job situation. Like, literally, in my life, God has like blessings have pursued me. Like like
I love that. Blessings have pursued me.
Like I've never, other than trying to join an organization, right? It's just part of the process, right? I've never had to like politic or to try to like create opportunities. Like God is just blessings have pursued me. Like even with the job that I'm gonna start sometime soon, I congratulate a person on LinkedIn. They immediately called me. It was like, hey, like, I want you to come work for me. I want you to help me do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't, it wasn't like me trying to, and it wasn't even like on some like politicking. It was just like, oh man, let me say what's up. Let me congratulate this person. And that person was like, oh, I need that person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like God has consistently done those things for me. So I'm really just looking forward to God continue to open up doors. I'm looking forward to, I'm turning 40 next year.
Where we going?
I don't know. I'm
going to Abu Dhabi.
I'm fine with that. I want to do a trip. I want to do a trip and a party. So Lauren got a trip and a party. So we'll see. I'm looking for God to do some great things. I'm looking forward
If
to
you
it.
if you wanna pre-turn up, I'll be in New Orleans June 3rd through the 9th
For Essence, you do Essence
for
this year?
work.
For work?
June. So I'm just saying, if you want
Yeah,
a pre-birthday,
we can figure that out.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so the company I'm working for now, they have no travel budget. Like meaning, like there's no
Yep.
like budget where they're like, oh, you can't go nowhere.
And I know you love the New Orleans.
Oh,
So I'm just saying.
my favorite
Summer-
U.S. city,
summertime New
favorite,
Orleans?
my favorite U.S. city. You could just walk down the street, walk in any restaurant, and especially in the
Good.
French Court, and just good food.
Bro, we ate at white-owned establishments.
Good.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no bad food in New
It
Orleans.
does not fail. Like New Orleans food does not fail. The
I
drinks
would not.
hit,
I would
like,
be fat. I would be like all this diet. It would be to keep me from being overweight.
and that's the thing is when you're in the French Quarter of that area, you're walking. You walk to all these places.
We could talk. We let's make that episode too.
Okay.
Navigating new cities, because when I tell you I like just get out and walk and explore. That's
Yeah.
my biggest beef with living in the suburbs, and this is a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Is that the walkability? When I visit cities and I be downtown, bro. I've been on the phone with Asher, walking blocks,
Yeah.
just exploring, bro,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
finding stuff and doing stuff. Anyway, but no, I love that. I love all of that. I agree with you with the thing I would change. I think the one thing I would change would definitely be, two things I would change.
Yeah. Okay.
One is I'm gonna talk to you about.
Mm.
And I would have loved to have spent J5 with my brother at the beginning of this year.
Okay.
I understand you were going through the things, and I respect that.
I'm in a better mental space this
and
year.
I save space for that. I
Mhm.
do. But I had such a great, like, this was and this is gonna sound bad, and I don't want my line brother, my ace, to be mad at me.
Mhm.
But this year's J5 was the best J5 I've ever experienced in being in the bun. There was
Mhm.
something very brotherly about this J5.
Yeah.
It reminded me of why I joined the frat.
Yeah.
I even strolled with a gentleman from my province who lives in Atlanta now. We don't even care for each other.
Mhm.
And we looked at each other, and it was like a Tennessee song.
Mhm.
And we like arms on shoulders and we have not spoken since.
Mm.
We've seen each other in spaces, but
Yeah.
like something about and we've been in the same space in J5 before.
Yeah.
But this particular, and he was with some people he knew, so it was
Yeah.
so many variables that could have allowed us to remain. I ain't even
Yeah.
say at all, because it's not like we dislike each other. You ever
Yeah.
met that person where it's like you don't dislike them,
But you ain't
just don't really fool with them?
I got line brothers like that.
That's me and him, right? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, what's up? And then we kind of move on. But anyway, like even me and him was cool. Like there were people who I had met through other people
Yeah.
and only had maybe met them once or was connected on Instagram. They were at the same place.
Yeah.
And it was like love. I'm talking
Yeah.
about like deep love. I ended up hanging out with your chapter brothers and stuff. And it was it was just so much love. So if I could change anything to have that experience with you, because I don't know that we've experienced Kappa for real together.
No.
Not for real.
And Clay was next year too.
Clave is next year.
Yeah.
Like we did the Kappa Caliente thing, which was,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about like really
Yeah.
Kappa together. So that's one
Yeah.
thing I would change. And
I would
then, too,
change that you being a part of a chapter this year.
Well, I would actually change that too. Shane D. What's crazy is the chapter that's out here by me. 3 of the brothers have tried to reclaim me in the last month.
Really?
They've called and checked in the text.
Listen.
And I was like,
Change them up.
well, one of them was not a reclamation. One of them was a genuine, what's up, Josh? We hadn't talked because it was a younger brother.
Yeah.
And he and I had become kind of cool. And it was like, I'm checking on you. The other 2 were legit reclamations.
Like,
and I was
come
like,
on back, brother.
I really think, because I went back home one time and saw one of my home chapter brothers. He was like,
Mhm.
Brother Roger, we seeing the good things you're doing. You could
You
possibly
achieving.
be our communications person. I was like, I'm
You're
not
achieving.
doing that.
You're achieving.
So I think that's they want the work. But they're seeing the work.
Alumni wants to work.
They seeing the work, they're seeing the access, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So anyway, those are I plan to be financial for Clay because I plan to register.
Yeah.
Even if it's just on the national level.
I'll be there this year. Next year.
And I'm gonna be in hot Phoenix. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus.
The only other thing, what I'm looking forward to is I'm looking forward to a mower. And I say that very vaguely in the sense that I'm not going to go into too many details because I don't need to lose my job. But there are some real timelines that I have on some certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some things in place there. If those things don't happen, I'm looking forward to pivoting. Because I just feel like a lot of the years, so I'm at a particular age and a particular level in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like I've maximized everything that comes with this age and this level. And not to say that you gotta, by the time you 35 or 40, you should be making this much money, that much money. But I also feel like with all of I've accomplished, by 35, my earnings should be far more than what I have.
Yeah.
And I'm not poor or complaining or anything. God, don't take this as being ungrateful. Okay, you don't have to strip it away. I am not Job.
Right.
Okay, I'm not your strongest.
You do not need to be tested to
you don't have to.
be grateful.
That's why I don't sing them songs. Them CCM songs, "Try Me Like Fire." No, I don't.
No,
do that.
no.
I'm not asking for that.
I get it. I'm
I get it,
I
God.
love you. I trust you.
I get it. And you already told my days gonna be full of trouble. I'm not gonna ask you for more.
No, not at all.
But no, seriously though. I do feel like based on what I've accomplished, what I've done, I'm leaving stuff on the table.
Yeah.
And if it's God's will for me to kind of slow walk into some spaces, then let your will be done.
Yeah.
But if I am in my way in some kind of capacity because I'm afraid to move or afraid to shift or afraid to or intimidated by it, then God, you know what? Give me the grace, the strength, the courage to go and do. Yeah. And that's what I'm looking forward to more is the confidence to do more of what my hands are called to do. Yeah. But that's to do it in a way that's strategic that doesn't burn me out. Yeah, because I want to be able to say yes to the things that needs to yes and no to the things that does not serve me. And I've been doing a good job, but I want to do it more intentionally. And that's what I think I'm looking forward to most about how that kind of shifts. Because I've even started doing my work travel. I've been thinking about work travel. Like, well, Josh, can you do this in February? No, because I already have this. Yeah. Like I'm already in that space. Like I'm not going to this just because y'all want Josh Rogers. Like find somebody else to do it. Yeah. I have a family. Yeah. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the trip I'm doing I'm going to my favorite American city in DC, which I always go to in February for our legislative conference. But my supervisor just expanded a trip for the whole week. So bro, I'm going to be there Monday to Saturday. I'm not taking another trip in February. Like what? Yeah. I can't do that to my family. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to is kind of like how taking better ownership of my priorities really sets me up for greater success.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, man. That was kind of, I guess, the ending of this was a pocket of joy. Of that. Something.
No, I feel like we kind of gave our things.
Yeah, I mean, my pocket of joy is gonna be literally the same as the last 2 weeks. Is enjoying Christmas. My mama come tomorrow. My mom, and dad, and grandma. So that'll be a lot of joy. Jaden has taken over my mantle of being able to convince my grandma to do anything. So I'm sicking her on him to cook a cake and pie because she be feeling like cooking no more. Yeah. But I'm finna buy all the stuff, bro. I'm finna buy all the stuff. It's here. Will be no excuses.
Yeah. Got it.
So I'm excited about that. Before we get into that, since this is guy's pseudo pocket of joy, I know y'all traveling for Christmas, right?
We are.
And you don't usually do cooking. Are you contributing anything? And will it be traditional food?
Not cooking. I'm not contributing anything. My father-in-law usually he that's his pocket of joy. Gotcha. Because when the family comes over for Christmas, he wants to cook all the things.
Gotcha.
So that's like his thing. So we kind of let him, and I cook at home all the time. So I let him
do his thing.
Yeah, if he asks me to come do something, I'll do it. But that's like his pocket of joy. He loves cooking for the family.
Got it. Okay. We're doing a tour of Italy.
Like y'all doing,
like the food. I mean,
okay.
Yeah. Lamb chops, garlic mash, asparagus, chicken scampi, lasagna, Caesar salad, garden salad, pasta salads.
Salads. Yeah. Good stuff. Sounds delicious.
I mean, it's gonna be like Olive Garden but good. I don't want no traditional food, and we like pasta.
Yeah, I get
and my grandma actually really enjoys lasagna, so it's not so she'll get her fix, and it's gonna be potatoes. I'm gonna make a little small thing of gravy. Put on her potatoes because she's still Southern black. And Sunday I plan on doing red beans and rice and catfish. So like we'll have some Southern delicacies around the town. Yeah. So anyway,
bless your heart.
All right, listener letter.
We do have one.
Let's get into it.
Let's rock and roll.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, Mr. Postman.
All right, blacks and everybody in between. This is the last listening letter of 2024, so I pray it is a good one. But before we get into it, I want to let you know that you too can be featured on the Jigsaw podcast by writing in to ask the Jigsaw. That is ASK, the Jigsaw at gmail.com. We will do a few things. Number one, we're going to read your letter out loud if we like it. Two, we're going to give you a pseudonym because we respect your privacy and your pronouns.
We do.
And then number three, we're going to give you the best non-professional therapeutic advice that you can receive on Cicely Tyson's internet. So, with that being said, understood and accepted, Brian, who do we have? And what do they want?
Pronouns, she, her.
So Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, my goodness.
The original Santa Baby singer.
Listen. All right. So Eartha writes, Dear Jigsaw, First, let me say y'all doing the Lord's work with this podcast. You keep me laughing, thinking, and sighing, folk all the time. At the same time, excuse me. Now, I need y'all to help me with the situation before I lose my friend or my patience.
My God.
Here's the deal. My best friend, Shonda, has a habit of borrowing my clothes and never returning them. She'll say, "Oh, girl, let me borrow that jacket for this event." And before I know it, my jacket is on Instagram living its best life in more cities than I have ever been to. The problem is, Shonda doesn't believe in returning things. Ever. She'll hit me up like, "Oh, I'll bring it back next time," but I'm pretty sure some of my stuff has permanent residence in her closet now. It's gotten to the point where I feel like I need to start microchipping my outfits. But here's the kicker. Shonda's a good friend otherwise. She's the type to show up with the favorite snacks when I'm down or hype me up when I'm down on myself. So I don't want to ruin our friendship over this. How do I tell her to stop borrowing my wardrobe without starting World War III? Or should I start raiding her closet and calling it even? Help me out, y'all. Sincerely, not a boutique. P.S. If y'all see a red leather jacket on Shonda's Instagram, just know it's mine. Eartha Kit.
Two things you could do. Yes. Well, a few things. One, I would have a more serious conversation. Like, girl, I don't mind you borrowing my clothes, but bring my clothes back.
Yeah.
Right. And if she take it as like funny because you asked before, I'm sure y'all go to each other's house. Go in her closet and get your stuff back. Just go in there, like literally, when next time you over there, go get your stuff. Like legit. Like,
yeah.
I would be like, because it was say it was me and Brian. And I went over Brian's house. And at some point, I would randomly walk upstairs and be like, "Where you going?" Nigga, to get my leather jacket. Because I've been asking, like, it'll literally just be, and because we're friends, we may laugh, but I would literally be going upstairs to go get it. And what you gonna do? Stop me? You'd had the jacket for 5 months. Like, I'm gonna go get my clothes. Where they at, Brian? Or you can start taking her clothes too and call it even. Or you can stop letting her borrow it all together.
Yeah, say no.
And just be like, "I love you, girl, but you don't return the clothes back, so no."
Listen, I to your point, I would have the determination of Sheila going over that mountain to save her marriage.
What's she determined?
I'm going to get my clothes back. I'm getting my clothes back.
Yeah, no, I'm going. I would literally just go in my friend's closet. Like, there's no. I'm thinking about you, Chris, Johnny, Brandon, like the people who I could see letting borrow something, and I'm that close. Like, I'm just walking in your house.
Yeah,
bypassing you and going straight to your closet. Like, what?
Get my stuff back. What? And being there. Where's my jacket? I need it back.
I see you got some coats over here, but where's my coat?
Listen. Or start taking. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take this until you get my other thing. This is a nice coat, and I would get stuff with tags on it still and be petty.
Ooh, that'll annoy me because I got some clothes in my closet right now. They got a tag on, and if you wear it before I wear it,
oof. I remember one time, we had a friend, and Chris he took the tag off of an outfit of a friend of ours, and then wore it. Took the tags off it and then wore it.
Is it Mr. Credit Card?
Yeah. Chris took the tag.
That's because that friend probably had intentions to take it back, wear it and take it back.
Probably.
He probably was tucking tags.
Oh, probably. I wouldn't.
The same friend who offered to take me to my birthday lunch and couldn't.
Oh, child. Welcome to Atlanta. That was a welcome to Atlanta moment.
I had no idea until y'all told me years later.
Listen, if that was a welcome to Atlanta moment, that was a welcome to Atlanta moment.
No idea until y'all told me years later. And the crazy thing is that I had just got like a nice little stack of money from it. Was my 18th birthday. I got I could have paid for my own dinner. Yeah. Like, you gotta flex like that for me. Yeah. It was cool that was the sentiment, but
yeah, flexing.
And I was a broke college kid, but like it was my 18th birthday. My parents had come through.
Right. You weren't broke. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't,
At least not on my. But I'm saying at least not for my birthday. Yeah. Like I had just got I had went down to the regions and got my money out my dad's account. Yeah.
Bless your heart. Okay, well, Shonda,
Shonda,
let us know.
Let us
know. Or not Shonda, who's so Eartha.
Eartha. Shonda's your friend.
Yeah, Shonda's your friend.
I'm waiting for the people from last week. With the sister and the brother and everybody coming to Christmas and you caught them
Oh,
cheating in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Please write us back between this
Please,
break.
Please.
Christmas is Wednesday.
Yeah, we need to know.
Please write us back. I want it to be the first letter we read. We might do the PO box in the beginning because I need to know the tea.
All the tea, because we need it.
Okay,
We need it.
as Meg said, clock that tea.
Clock it.
All right, well, Brian.
Yeah,
I know you got a little something for the greater conversation.
I do.
Let's get into it.
All right.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at a greater conversation. This is place and space where Josh and I get some things off of our chest. I say it all the time, tomorrow's not promised, so cuss the people out today. Do you have anything, Josh, before I go?
Real quick, and I'm actually gonna make it quick. I saw an article that was saying Abbott Elementary needs to fix his Barbara Howard problem. Yeah, and it's white people writing articles and basically saying that she's so resistant to change, she's one-dimensional character. No, Barbara Howard is very complex.
Yeah.
First of all, we all know a black elder. Think about your parents and how they don't know how to work Zoom, and they still call you that's she's not resistant to change. I think she's more afraid of change because of her age, and she feels like she's going to become a dinosaur because she's been a teacher for so long. And every school has that teacher, who has the wisdom, but all these different types of things, who thinks about the days of yesteryear, and then just being a black person of a particular age and playing that auntie role, like that is a very complex, nuanced character. So that's another, and I hope Quinta doubles down on it because that's another that's like y'all see our black shows that don't understand our culture. Right. Like Miss Shamenti,
that is a black person. We know we all know that woman.
Yeah, Miss Shamenti in the school and the other white teacher, what is his name? Jacob.
Yeah.
They're cool. And we have those white teachers in predominantly black schools, but like that is essentially a black show based on a black elementary school experience, inner city school. You know what I'm saying? Like we know these people, and even though like the principal is crazy. Like I had a teacher who was like that though. She wasn't a principal. She was a teacher who was on her phone all the time, gave us worksheets, like legit. You know what I'm saying? She was legit her, but could do the job and but also really cared about the kids. Like she didn't really teach, but she cared about them kids. Like I give her that much, right?
But sometimes that's what kids need. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what kids need. So again, the show is relatable. So I just feel like I'm irritated because white people always want to co-op and change stuff when y'all don't understand it. Let it be. It's successful without your influence. Black success can happen without the influence of whiteness. And the white, we don't need the white gays. Occasionally a white. I heard y'all was mad at me last week. We don't need the white gays. Okay? We don't. Our shows can be great and good as they are. So there is no Barbara Howard problem.
Right.
The end. All yours, Ryan.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I worked for a financial institution. Strong company. I was brought on for a particular purpose, a particular role. Since me coming on, things hadn't worked out in terms of, what they promised would work out. Worked hard, did all the things. Gave great service. Realized that, and I promised myself I would never be loyal to a job anymore. Because I understand that jobs really don't care about you, right? So, seeing some writings on the wall, not thinking I was gonna get like terminated or anything like that, but also like let me be the captain of my own soul and all that kind of stuff, right? I was like, I told y'all, I congratulated somebody on a promotion that they received at another company or a new hire or whatever. And they immediately called me and was like, hey, I'm at this new place. Because they originally hired me at the old place. I was like, I'm at this new place. Remember what we were trying to do at the other place? Like, let's do that here. And I will, whatever it takes, like this person will literally call me every single day trying to get me to work for this company, like every day, like sending me text messages, everything, like, hey, like I need you, like in order for me to do what I want to do, like I need you. I'm sent my resume, randomly sent me up for an interview, like just booked interviews for me. I didn't even do no application. Like, okay, do the interviews, knock them out. 2 days later, I got an offer. And I'm like, nah, but I want this. You're like, okay, we'll give you that. And then give me that. I'm like, okay, but I also want that. And they're like, okay, whatever you want, like literally all those things. So I'm like, all right, I made my decision. Then I submit my resignation. And 2 weeks notice, right? It's fair. 2 weeks notice. I want to start at a certain point. I want to go into the new year, the new place. I check my email. I'm out. Mind you, my wife's having a procedure. I'm in the hospital. We're doing all these kind of things. I'll check my email, and they're like, "Oh, well, you haven't responded, whatever. So your resignation is effective like today." So I'm like, "Oh, like one, there was like a best wishes on, not even like a come back." You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, "Oh, so my decision to leave, in my opinion, was right because I'm the subject matter expert for this whole company on the distribution channel." So that the writing on the wall is like, oh, so you're not going to be doing this too much longer. But y'all also showed the lack of loyalty to business. So there is no loyalty in business. There's no loyalty in jobs. So I'm going to say this is not really a rant, but it's more so the fact of those of you that have jobs that are employed, whatever it is, do it for you. Like these people do not care about you. These people do not care. You gotta put yourself. They don't care about you. Because even the response was, your resignation is effective today. We accept your resignation effective today. The FedEx boxes are on their way. Like that level of like disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So do what you do. And luckily, like I'm being dramatic saying I had no job, right? I had a job lined up. I'm straight. I'm fine. But it's the fact of these companies do so in 2025, take that PTO. In 2025, don't even give a 2 weeks notice. Don't even do that. Don't do it.
I've been in a job, 2 of them, where I quit with no notice. I just
just leave. Because
the email was, my resignation is effective immediately. Thank you. All materials in the top drawer.
Listen, I was trying to get the extra 2 weeks pay, right? Because I'm like, I'm not doing anything anyway, right? So I can go to the holiday. But still, like don't give these jobs nothing. Give them what they deserve.
HR professionals be like, but you're burning bridges. I don't want to come back here.
Like
the only job I ever come back to is the one I'm on now. And I didn't do them dirty because I didn't even say I like to come like the people I was working with, my supervisor in particular. So I didn't do her dirty. It didn't have anything to do with the company.
Yeah. And the thing is, I've had a great time there. They've done a great job so far. But sometimes your exiting out gives you the closure that you need, but also like leaves the taste in your mouth that you need. And
it reveals some stuff about them too when you do.
Yeah,
because you gave them a 2 week notice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, oh, but you can leave. Like, oh.
Because my thing is, it doesn't. So what? But they playing the game. They don't want to pay the 2 weeks. But then also there's bonuses that are attached to how long you've been in certain roles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get that together because HR is going to be getting a good letter from me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I get my 2 weeks notice, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Like 2 weeks. Like why does it matter if I have another job? Why does it matter? Any of these things? Like
none of these things matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm 2 weeks. Make sure my termination date or whatever day is effective the 30th. That is what it is. So yeah, F these jobs. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your family. If you die today, they're gonna find somebody else.
Listen,
take your PTO. Tomorrow's not promised. Take your PTO today. Don't leave nothing on the board. Take your vacations. Book and schedule your vacation before you actually have PTO. Like
every time.
Do all the things and then
every
stuff
time.
like I like do it because like they don't. Your life is more important. Your life is not important to them. They're gonna throw you a pizza party. They're gonna throw you a pizza party. So, that's it. So that's all I got. Wasn't too much of a rant, but you know.
Well, with that being said, this has been another episode, the final episode of Jigsaw Podcast of 2024. As always, I want to thank you all for joining us, supporting us, loving on us. This has been one incredible year, and I'm just excited that 2025 will be an even better year. Yep. As we said in the beginning of the show, we are on the YouTube. We have a channel. So just look at your remote, use your phone, use your Fire Stick, use whatever it is. Scroll on down to the YouTubes. In the search bar, type in the Jigsaw Podcast.
Yep.
Our faces on a maroon background will pop up. and just press subscribe. So tell your friend, tell your mama, tell your uncle, tell your cousin to subscribe to us. We think we talk about some pretty decent things.
Yeah.
I think we're handsome men, so we're not hard
we
to
are.
look at.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you can go ahead and subscribe for us, and we're gonna do the things. So subscribe, pull those numbers up. Let us do our things. And we may or may not have a new photo to drop for you in the new year. That'll be a little blessing that we'll give y'all.
You're welcome.
Nevertheless, we're on YouTube. We would love your support so that we can continue to grow, continue to do our things. But I personally love you and appreciate you. And you've been a part of my 2024 joy.
Yeah.
Brian?
It's been a great year. So, like I said all the time, the puzzle pieces, we thank you. We would be great without you, but we're even greater with you. So we do appreciate all the love and support. Continue to like, subscribe, share, all the things. Continue to support the things that are on. Engage, engage in our, whatever our social media team does. Shout out to Chris for all the great work that you do to support us here on the podcast and produce some things. Follow us on TikTok, follows us on Instagram, follow I am Josh Rogers, I am Brian Hare. I think I am Josh Rogers on TikTok too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I am Josh Rogers everywhere.
I am Josh Rogers, I am Brian Hare. We're everywhere, same tag. I guess that's it. Before we head out, Josh, let the people know what they need to do.
Other thing you need to do is we ain't coming back January 8th.
Oh, yeah. So enjoy these episodes.
So enjoy these episodes. I ain't gonna promise y'all no best of episode. Just go back and listen to old stuff.
Yeah.
And
all the episodes are best.
All the episodes are the best. We've been great. I just want to close out with this. You can't do it without this.
Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a
Where was it?
in my mind. I want you to be free.
Who came up with this to start off Silent Night? And for y'all who don't know history, this is Dennis Edwards. That was not David Ruffin. David Ruffin had left the group at that point. This was in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was Dennis Edwards. Okay. Dennis Edwards was, I think, sang more of the Temptations hits than David Ruffin did. Because David Ruffin left kind of early in the Temptations career. I just want to put that fact out there. David Ruffin, don't take away from the magic that David would. Let me say, I don't know if they may have sang an equal number of hits. Let me take that back. But he was just as much of a lead singer as David Ruffin was in the success of the group. But that ain't why we're here. We're not going down the music hole again. I just want to let you know to do what you can, while you can, the very best ways that you can. But in all you're doing, please do not get caught with your work undone. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year's with an S.
Love y'all.
See y'all in 2025 if we don't all die. Bye.
Oh, my God.